Yeah, hi all. This is Maddie. This is a blockchain and crypto demo class. So we basically created a 3-month training program for people who want to get into this space, blockchain and crypto. So this demo class is all about that training program and overview what kind of things are taught, how the subject works like that. So basically our training program 3 month. So every day, Monday to Friday, you will have 1 hour live class via Zoom, example. And maybe another 1 hour you can have a virtual lab, which is more like practice. Whatever the class has been taught, like you just practice it. Again, it's optional, it depends on you. So basically, we created this binge training and binge learning. So basically, if you spend 3 months every day, 1 hour, Monday to Friday, you will acquire the vast amount of the knowledge in this space, blockchain and crypto. So that's what our training program is all about. Like, so we created this brochure as well. So I'll just walk you through the brochure, what we created. So basically, I'll tell you maybe who is this designed for. So let's say this is mostly designed for tech people or professionals, tech people or professionals. For example, maybe you're working on some technology. Maybe you are a Python developer, or maybe you are a Java developer. Maybe you're doing some testing. So anybody who's in IT industry, they want to get into the space of blockchain and crypto, this will work. And this also is designed for the people who are freshers. Like fresher means maybe you just graduated from college. Maybe you studied computer science. Maybe you have some idea of like, computer science fundamentals, maybe a programming language, or maybe some cloud tools or databases or something like that. But you want to get into this blockchain space or crypto space. This program will definitely help you if you're a fresh graduate, or even if you're undergraduate, you're currently pursuing, you know, but still, if you have interest to learn blockchain and crypto, this program will work. Yeah, this is designed for mostly people who are interested to learn this space, like blockchain and crypto, or maybe for fun, maybe for career, maybe for personal interest. So there is no age limit. So because in the blockchain and crypto, there are people who are like 12 years old, 13 years old. They do well. They do well, and there are people who are like 60 plus. They do well as well. So there is no age limit. There is nothing. Age, gender, race, nothing is there. All you have to do is have a little bit of interest to learn the blockchain and crypto. That's all. So that's it's designed for. So I'll try to give you overview of what basically blockchain is. Why should you learn? Why should you even, why should it matter to you? Like in a way, you have your happy life, you're doing something what society tells you, whatever that is. Like, maybe you're a programmer, maybe you are a finance expert. I don't know whatever you are. So basically, one of the technologies in our society is they call like a decentralized. Again, it's their words. I'm just sharing their words. Decentralized platforms or decentralized networks or decentralized databases mostly. So decentralized database, let's say I call it. So this is what they call kind of like a blockchain. So in a way, for example, let's say if I have my Gmail account, but the Gmail is controlled by Google. So whatever the data that my email has, Google can access it. They can technically. If Google's for some reason, again, I'm just making it up, for some reason Google is gone or Google servers are hacked or whatever reason, I usually lose that data. So anyway, this is like a centralized DB, centralized DB. So Google maintains this DB. So there is an idea of decentralized DB or database where you can store the information in every computer and you can sync the data between the computers. Uh, they design some protocols to maintain that, integrity, authenticity, and everything. Yeah, that's the high level idea of blockchain. So basically, you can store this data in multiple computers. They form a network. In that network, all the data is perfectly copied. Every computer, the data is there in all the computers. Nobody can, take away a piece of data. Nobody can manage or manipulate anything like that. So there are some properties. One of the properties they call like immutable. So which means once the data is being stored in all of the computers, it's not possible to alter the data. alter the data. It's not possible. I mean, there are possibilities when you have like bigger attacks, like there is an attack called 51% attack. In that case, you can technically alter the data, but most of the time you cannot really alter the data. No one person can modify the data that is stored in all the computers. So the more computers you have, the more powerful the network is. So obviously, less computers will have we have more probability to alter the data. Like, that is one property, mutable. And there is another property they call like distributed database, which I already mentioned it, like multiple computers or something like that. Like, so that is what high level blockchain is. So why should it matter to you? Again, it depends on your interest. If you are coming from the perspective of databases, the idea of storing the data in multiple places is really cool. It kind of give you the you can trust the network because data is everywhere. Nobody can cheat it, nobody can tamper, nobody can alter it, anything. And there is also some security layer on this. So basically, whoever enters the data, they don't have to show themselves or they don't have to reveal themselves. So in a way, the privacy plays a big role. So the data can be stored in all the computers without any sensitive information from us, like personal information on the people. So there's some privacy aspect is there, security is there, immutability is there, some distribution is there. There are a couple of properties. If you think these kind of properties are good way to integrate the data into these networks, in that way society can grow well without much problems, then blockchain technology will tend to grow high. So obviously it's been many years, blockchain technology has been evolving like with multiple protocols, ideas, papers and everything. But over a period of time, if you are the person who thinks that, hey, data should be monetized, data should be there in all the computers, I should be able to see it, and I should be able to trust it, and I'm okay to put my data as well without revealing myself. If you are that kind of person, definitely this will resonate with you. And there is a second area, second aspect is the crypto. So the idea of crypto. So the idea of the crypto is very like kind of like a finance terminology, but technically crypto is different than finance. But whenever you hear the word crypto, it's more related to finance than tech stuff. So crypto is basically a use case of a blockchain. So let me write it down. So it's a use case of blockchain. Blockchain, something like that. So they say that like, hey, we can store the data in the computers, right? All the data, like whatever the data. Why can't we store some transactions? They call it transaction or something like that. Why can't we store maybe a piece of data that can be a transaction or financial transaction? And that's where crypto comes in. So somebody created some network called Bitcoin, where it's basically stores a bunch of data on these computers, all the computers connected to the network. But they call it as a transaction. Hey, this is just a Bitcoin transaction. We'll store this. And we can use Bitcoin as a financial, asset or financial medium for transaction medium, just like we have our USD, INR, Russia ruble, like, all these things are there, right? Tokens. We call it money, right? I don't know what we call it, but we call it, I call it tokens, but generally people call it money or what is that? Like currencies. There are different terminologies there. So similar to that, hey, we create some Bitcoin. We can store the Bitcoin transactions here in this network, and it's safe because it uses something called cryptography. So that's where the idea of crypto comes. The first term is crypto. Yeah, data is secure, data is decentralized, data is immutable, everything is fine. We can use this transaction data or this data as a money or medium of exchange so that, nobody can cheat away. For example, if US government prints a lot of USD, in a way, it's cheating its society, right? So US government is basically cheating its people that by printing a lot more USD. Similarly, Indian government or similarly Russia government, whoever that is, it doesn't matter one particular country, but any government is printing more of their tokens or currencies, they're basically cheating their society, their people, saying that, hey, we'll print more money, the value of this particular thing will go down. So, but here they created this Bitcoin and they make it fixed. Hey, you cannot print more other than a fixed amount of stuff, and you cannot store more than that in this decentralized database. So in a way, we can use this Bitcoin as money in a way. So that's a Bitcoin story, I mean, at high level. Similarly, there are many cryptos. There is another crypto called Ethereum. So this is also very similar to Bitcoin, the idea of decentralized, I mean, everything is same, but except, hey, we can also store the program in these computers, not only just simple transaction like sender, receiver, amount and stuff, simple transaction. We can also include a program, like a simple Python program. I'm just making it up. So there is a program, that's a Python program. Hey, we can also store this program in all these computers. So that's what they call smart contracts in the Ethereum terminology, smart contract or smart contracts. Hey, we can also store these contracts or programmable scripts in all the computers, and you can create more. You can also exchange transactions. You can also run code within these piece of computers. So that's another idea Ethereum adds. Similarly, there are dozens of high-level crypto, and there are thousands of medium level. There are millions of very low-level cryptos available. Yeah, that is the idea of the crypto. So crypto is more related to finance because it it is a use case of blockchain to store the financial information mostly. So that's the idea of this space, blockchain and crypto. So in a way, blockchain is basically a technology. Uh, Crypto is more like a use case of the technology. Uh, yeah, something like so. There is a tech and finance mixed up together. Obviously, you will be in both actually, because without money, without the medium of exchange, without currencies, you will not be able to buy things. You will not be able to even live in the society. So that crypto is definitely required. So in order to do crypto, there has to be a technology. That's where the blockchain is like. So that's the idea of the high level idea. If you want to know, of course, we'll go deep in our training programs, but this is the kind of overview I would like to give at this time. So now let me open the browser that we created. So basically, we explained in this browser that what is blockchain, what is crypto. Again, you will not be able to understand at this point in time because you're very new to it. I can see that. Again, some of the things are very commonly you hear on internet because we also have to tell whatever the internet is taught us. But there are a lot more aspects that whatever the society does not tell, we try to incorporate it in a way, like. But I'm not against society or anything like that. But it's just like this is not for everyone. That is what I mean to say. This is for only few set of people who want to explore the space and few set of the people who can resonate with whatever we say. Yeah, there's a market, blockchain market, something like this, estimated. We're currently 2025 years, so it expected to grow like 1.43 trillion by 2030. And the crypto market is very big. You can see 4 trillion at this time. It can go to 6 trillion by 2030, even more. Again, it depends on the market. So there are a bunch of applications in crypto and blockchain. So there are cryptocurrencies, that's the application of blockchain. There are smart contracts, that's application of cryptocurrency. And there are NFTs, that's application of smart contracts. There is DeFi, again, that's an application of smart contracts. So there are a bunch of applications that we could use. Currently, they are right there. Again, this is like kind of like a blockchain and crypto ecosystem. You must be, you might be familiar maybe, or you will get, you will get to know everything because at some point you have to know everything. First of all, you start with the basic cryptocurrency exchange, like Coinbase or Binance. If you're in India, CoinDCX. Then you explore a little bit of wallet system, like MetaMask, Trust Wallet, Ledger. Then explore a little bit of NFTs or DeFi, maybe blockchain as a service or maybe security. Again, it depends on your interest mostly. So after our training program, whatever we see is like we mostly do train for tech people, as I said. So you will have maybe work opportunities or career opportunities in this field as a blockchain developer or crypto analyst, DeFi specialist, crypto consultant, whatever. Since crypto is related to some sort of finance, so you also get aware of what is investment, what is trading, what is gambling. You will try to learn it. Hopefully you will get some idea so that you could use your currencies better to invest in crypto or trade in crypto. Again, it depends completely upon you. That we don't really make any investment. We don't really train any investment strategies or anything like that. We simply teach you the technology. But as a technologist, you could use some opportunities to invest or trade. It's very common. I mean, obviously, it makes sense. That is another opportunity, I would say that. And the last thing is a little tricky that I say we wake up from the matrix. What this means is like, so far you've been told a lot of things from the society. Even I've been told a lot of things from the society. But there is one thing that society never teaches or never try to will, which is what money is like. And if you look at your own life, tell me, when did you know about money? Like, when do you think the concept of money is introduced to you? Maybe when you were a little kid, maybe by your parents or something, they might introduce to you the concept of money, right? So you will not remember it like when you got introduced the concept of money. Maybe you study, you go graduate, you go to school, you go to higher school, you go to college, you graduate, you get a job, and the job pays salary. The salary keeps on increasing, hike, whatever you call it, and you spend your goods and services, you use goods and services, you have luxury. Yeah, it's basically a loop of living life like this. Like then you go home, you probably have family, wife or husband, then kids. So it's like the money is part of there. Now you transfer that concept of money to your kids, and it's a basically a cycle of your kids. So this is basically at high level as an observer. If you observe this much on your life, even my life, anybody's life. But after coming to crypto, you will basically understand that what is money is. So as a programmer, as a computer programmer, as a technologist, I could see money is nothing but a piece of code. It's just basic code, plus or minus. It is used in the society for goods and services. So I just buy every good, I pay for that good or service via this medium of exchange. It could be INR, it could be USD, it could be Bitcoin, it could be Ethereum, it could be Doge, it could be any other cryptocurrency or country currency as well. So that is what I would say that you will get better idea about the money, and maybe your life hopefully will make sense to you at some point. Maybe not of the course, but at some point it will apply. So yeah, we have 3 months training program. It's every day one class, as I said, mostly online. Yeah, so it's a beginner friendly, no prerequisites, nothing required, but only your interest. So these are the topics we try to cover in these 3 months. This is what we created at this particular time. You can see that the first thing is like we tell you the foundations. This is the first one. So basics of blockchain technology. So what is blockchain? What is distributed ledgers? What is decentralized principles? What is P2P networks? Again, these are technical terminologies. You may not be familiar with it, but you will get an idea as classes go through. Then that is the foundations. Then we go for second. This is where the cryptocurrencies comes. Then we introduce you the networks like Bitcoin network, Ethereum network. We tell you about wallets, keys, transactions, mining. Again, this is something everybody should know as well. Like, and this is pure technical. This is third one. This is more like a development. This is pure technical. You try to understand the programming language like Solidity and smart contracts, dApps. This is pure coding and development, blockchain development. So this may not be for everybody. So people who want to get into development might work. But I'm not sure if it works for people who want to get into the financial area. They may not, they don't need to know this stuff. The last part is basically the NFTs, DeFi, metaverse. This also is for everybody, uh, normal people, tech people, professionals, non-professionals. Everybody should know like how things work. So yeah, these are the things that we try to maybe cover in these 3 months, and these are some of the tools or some of the things that you should know in this particular space. Of course, there are a lot more. And typically, we distributed our training program like 30% of it mostly the major chains like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge, Polygon, Polkadot, whatever that is. Then maybe 25% we try to do crypto, which is like the concept of crypto, the utilities, the protocols, the demand, and stuff like that. Crypto is a different community compared to normal communities you see. So you have to get used to it. Like then there is some blockchain development, which is more for programming, doing some contracts, uh, building some protocols and stuff like that mostly. And there are some DeFi concept, NFTs, and some Web3 vibes. Yeah, at high level, I think these are the topics you will try to cover in these 3 months. So Monday to Friday every day. Second. Yeah, this is basically the roadmap or mind map, you can say. So this is a blockchain mind map, and this is crypto mind map. Again, it's very similar, but a little more technical. Like we can see there are a bunch of technical stuff here and there. Again, if you're completely beginner, you probably may not be able to understand all these, but try to focus on maybe these high level things. Yeah, we just offer one small thing compared to others. We also give a unique token if you're learning from us, and after the training program, if you perform really well, like tests and projects, whatever that is, we'll give you NFT degree certificate, which is more like you own a small percentage of our company. Uh, you know, uh, as like you will own like just like a stock of a company you own a small percent of our company if this is given to you by mostly. Again, in order to get that, you need to do well in the program, at least above average, not below average. Like so, there's only first 10,000 people only will get it. But not only blockchain, we do teach other things also, like data science, generative AI, cybersecurity, all top technologies. So 10,000 learners, first 10,000 learners, we offer this particular NFT, uh, which owns a small percent of our company. Like, so we have we also a crypto company in a education company mostly. Yeah, we have some of our currently we have a learning platform that helps you learn well. All the material, all the things you need to know will be given to you. Yeah, I think in short while, that is the overview of our training program. Um, so yeah, let's just summarize what we could do. Basically, we have 3 month program. We start with blockchain fundamentals. That's first step. Then we go for cryptocurrencies. Then we do blockchain development or blockchain crypto development, writing the smart contracts, solidity, everything will be taught. Like, so there are no prerequisites, no prerequisites. So if you have a little bit of interest, you can do that like you said. And maybe next fourth one we try NFTs, DeFi, Web3 protocols, metaverse, gaming, and the space goes on like mostly that. So hopefully at the end of the course, what you get is the idea of all of these things. That is what we're hoping you will get idea. Technology as well. Other than the technology, you also try to understand the finance a bit. What money is, what crypto is, how it's related to your life and everything. So hopefully you get a better idea of technology and finance at the same time. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. The short demo class I just want to give. Yeah, if you have interest, yeah, you can join us. Feel free to. Um, yeah, anything else? If I need to, yeah, let me think. But let me think a second. Anything I should tell? Maybe I can answer a few of the questions that I get asked. So one is like they ask like mostly job related questions like do I get a job in this field if I learn this training, if I join this training program, will I get a job or something like that. So those are the questions I get asked mostly. I mean, I would say that, yeah, I mean, obviously I have to say yes in order to make you feel good. But typically, what I do see is that if you have good skills in this technology, you will have more opportunities and more in terms of salary or packages, whatever you call it. Uh, it's. I mean, there are more opportunities, yeah, for sure. But it's not for everybody. With people with some good skills and the right companies as well. These are the good companies. I mean, these are the companies, these are the people, and you have to find the right opportunities for you. Yeah, basically, if you have good skills, you will definitely get more opportunities for sure. Like, and the second question, maybe I get asked more like, are there any investments? Do you teach any investment strategies or trading strategies or anything like that? Absolutely, I would say no, because if you're a programmer, if you're a developer, you don't need to know about a lot of strategies and stuff. You write code to do those things, or in a way you learn maybe AI a bit and you try to do that. So, but at this time, we can say that we don't really teach any kind of investment strategies or anything. We mostly teach the technical aspect of it. But I'm pretty sure if somebody knows the tech, they will easily catch the investment strategies or in trading strategies very easily. Like maybe the last question I get asked, I can explain, is like, will there be any coding, any programming, like any coding or programming? Is it complex or something like that? Yes, there is, but it's very simple actually. The coding in the crypto space is simple in terms of writing. Writing is simple, but you have to test like crazy. You have to test it. Testing is like the huge amount. If you make a small mistake here, I think the entire thing is down. So even though you write maybe 10 lines of code, each line has to be perfect. Each line has to be perfect. Perfect, let's say something like that. Perfect. Because if one line screws it up, I think the entire network or entire contract is bad. Yeah, there is some programming. So mostly like Solidity is what we teach, which is like to write smart contracts. And if you want to build web apps or dApps, decentralized apps, you should know maybe basically simple JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and stuff like that. We may not include HTML, CSS, JavaScript in our this program, but we do have other training programs where you can register for HTML, CSS, JavaScript, or React. You can learn this, but these are not part of this particular course. In this particular course, mostly the Solidity is what we focus on, and maybe a little bit of JavaScript. Just recap, we can teach like. So there is coding, but it's not that big of a deal. Like you can easily. Like. So you don't need to be a good CS guy in order to write code. It's very easy one. Yeah, with that, I think I'm pretty much done. Uh, yeah, if you have any questions, anything, feel free to reach out to us. Visit our website, maybe read more about like blockchain and crypto course. Yeah, maybe take a look at our browser for more details and reach out to us if you have any interest, anything like that. Cool. And with that, I'm pretty much done. Uh, have a great day to you. Bye bye.